Hello everyone. This video is about outlining some key areas that will help you get started with machine learning. Machine learning is an extremely vast subject, and it can be intimidating for a complete beginner to start learning about this super interesting field. That's why I will outline 6 main areas which I found to be super useful when learning about different aspects of machine learning. First up, Python. Python is not necessary to learn most machine learning concepts. In fact, you can learn many machine learning concepts such as forward and back propagation, gradient descent, for example, without ever writing a single line of code. I have included Python because it comes with a huge amount of inbuilt libraries, such as scikit-learn, NumPy, and pandas. There are also many books on machine learning with examples written in Python, and many online courses that are also pushing Python. The two sources I recommend for learning Python are Python Crash Course by Eric Matthews. I have talked about this in a previous video, and the Python official documentation. Next up, books are an excellent learning source, and I recommend my 3 favorite machine learning books. These are Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-learn and TensorFlow. This book covers fundamentals of machine learning in the first part and includes chapters on classification, support vector machines, dimension reduction, decision trees, and random forests. This really provides an excellent overview to the field of machine learning. The second part of the book focuses on neural networks and deep learning with TensorFlow. It covers artificial neural networks, convolutional neural networks, recurrent neural networks, and reinforcement learning. Highly recommended. Deep Learning with Python is written by the original author of Keras. This is a high-level neural network API written in Python, which is able to run on TensorFlow. This book covers the fundamentals of deep learning, mathematics surrounding neural networks, fundamentals of machine learning, and deep learning for computer vision, amongst many other things. The third book which I highly recommend is Make Your Own Neural Network. It provides a step-by-step guide through the mathematics of neural networks while designing your own neural network in Python. It is suitable for complete beginners and is highly reviewed on many platforms. Next up, blogs and online sources. So, there are many excellent online sources which really distill the most important information about many different machine learning topics. These are amazingly interesting and not only explain the topic in a very clear fashion, but also use visual representation so that it is made easier to understand. The first blog which I would like to highlight is Kolach's blog. This is one of the top resources out there to really gain an intuitive insight behind some of machine learning's most interesting topics. Kola writes excellently about neural networks and their topology, recurrent neural networks, convolutional neural networks, and visualizing neural networks, amongst many other super interesting subjects. He truly combines outstanding visuals for us to comprehend better. Next up, I have also linked to a complete chart of neural networks, which can serve as a quick go-to reference guide. Michael Nielsen's online book is also extensively referred to as one of the best resources for learning about machine learning on the web. He goes on to cover many topics in a systematic approach which is highly effective in this field of study. Some of the topics pull no punches on the mathematics, so in certain chapters some prior knowledge about multivariable calculus is assumed. Next up is mathematics. So, mathematics is essential in machine learning, and it is best to brush up and learn about some key topics, which include linear algebra, probability, statistics, and multivariable calculus. I have linked to three main areas, which are scalars, vectors, and tensors, matrix algebra, and calculus for deep learning. Next up is TensorFlow. So, TensorFlow also provides excellent material to learn about machine learning. TensorFlow provides us with a getting starting tutorial, where we go from creating our first neural network to creating optimizers. We then move on to the programmer's guide, where we learn about low-level APIs, how to visualize graphs, and using TensorBoard. TensorFlow also has some excellent tutorials about image recognition, data representation, and dealing with sequence data. For example, the MNIST tutorial introduces us to CNNs and how to build a convolutional neural network and train it on the MNIST dataset. The next tutorial is also about image recognition, where we are provided with a C++ and Python API to train our neural networks. TensorFlow also has a complete tutorial on convolutional neural networks, where we go through the process of training our CNN and viewing our model's learning rate. There are some excellent online courses provided by Coursera, Udemy, Udacity, and others, so feel free to check those out. There are also YouTube channels where you can find tutorials on practically anything you want. Check out 3 Blue, 1 Brown, for example. Lastly, if you are stuck on a particular problem, chances are that someone has had the same problem before you. You might want to check out the Stack Exchange community, which extends from the Stack Overflow question and answer website, which you are probably familiar with. That's it, guys. Those are my 6 key areas to learn about machine learning, and feel free to ask any questions or leave feedback in the comment section below. Thank you for your time.